we are live with the EU tier of Zenith Online Racing. In the booth today, this is Sir Harry Hotspur of Tier 1, and I'm joined by my color commentator, Bobby Tava of Tier 2. How are you doing today, Bobby?
I'm super fine, really excited for this Mexico Grand Prix.
Yeah, and as I said, we're here with the EU tier. This is their sixth race of the season. We've currently got points leader J. Cole in the Renault, and followed by Adri, our previous winner in Belgium last week, and Gilzo finishing out the top three in the standings.
Yeah, Renault are really showing up so far this season. No surprise, but maybe we'll get something different tonight.
Yeah, Renault's been pretty dominant all season, as you said. J. Cole has pretty much been at the top of the pack for all of the races, and Gilzo's had some bad luck, but has really picked it up in the last few races. And first on the track, it looks like we've got an alpha of Zamagalus. We'll ride on board with him. Just entering that second DRS zone. Coming down into a really difficult portion of the track. So, Bobby, you got any big predictions for tonight's race?
I mean, until proven otherwise, I cannot bet against J. Cole. He's been so consistent this season so far. I mean, this is the guy so far.
We have very own Coxie in the chat today, now racing in the EU tier for once. Giving a little shout out to Jolien Palmer.
Yeah.
Got several guys on the medium tires right now. It could be a good strategy if they can lay down a fast lap. The one stop here can be very powerful if you can get out of the traffic, but the top runners
you need to know how to manage your tire, because
yes.
I know I'm not able to do one stop here.
It can be pretty difficult. We saw it work with JFD on Monday night in Tier 1, and he ended up with third or fourth place finish. Really managed those tires well, and I believe he went medium to soft.
That's crazy to me. That's actually crazy to me.
Yeah, I was with him at a party, and he was not having very much fun with his tire wear, but he made it work. All right, we'll get on board with, it looks like there might be a Ferrari out front. Is that heading? Oh, okay. We'll ride on board as Zamagalus. He's coming around Sector 2.
I think he's the first.
And yeah, we have Monday night's winner, Team Money, in the chat, letting us know that the one stop is definitely the way to go.
Well, then I'm wrong.
It is the way to go if you can make it work.
That's why I'm not winning races, I guess.
And Zamagalus comes across the line with a 1:16.4 to set the first lap of the night.
J. Cole's coming in the hard right now. 1:17 flat.
Ryan, the Ferrari, lays down a 1:16.1 to set the pace. And the new guy, Andre, comes in with a 1:16.4.
Yeah,
and
so
Andrew's
a new guy, and there's a Puppet Master also in the Az, who's the new driver today.
Everyone's favorite driver, Fuzz, successfully completed his first lap and laid down a 1:15.7. Rob 2K currently at the top of the leaderboard with a 1:15.239. Very impressive lap. Let's see, do we have anyone on a hot lap at the moment?
Dries have his lap invalidated, so that's not good.
Let's ride on board with Johannes right now. It looks like he's heading through Sector 2 at the moment, going through the S's. Let's get the telemetry. like Johannes is really making it stick through that final set of turns. He's coming around the last turn.
Hopefully the traffic won't... Okay, no, they're going to the pit, that's right.
Ah, just barely comes in at second with a 1:15.3. Nice lap from Johannes there.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So it looks like none of the... Oh, we've got Frank
is
Lucas.
coming in. Yeah.
Does not look like those medium runners are having a very good time right now.
No. It's kind of disappointing, actually.
Yeah.
He's in the pit.
I don't know if we have anyone
coming in.
Looks like we don't have anyone really on a hot lap at the moment.
Yeah, Adri's coming in. It is his second run as medium.
J. Cole's almost out of fuel, so he's probably on his way in.
Adri plays 6 with a 16-1 on the mediums.
That is a solid lap, but I don't think it's going to get him in the top 10, so I think we can expect to see Adri out on the softs come the end of the session. Got a couple more guys coming out.
That's fair. I mean, that's like, Adri's want to be on top. He want to fight for that win. So yeah, that's would be expected for him to go in the soft.
Okay. Okay, we gotta mess with the settings really for one quick second. So if you want to take over for a minute, Bobby, I'm gonna mess with our audio settings.
There's not much people going out. There's only people doing nothing. A real lap. Going into the double right-hander.
Okay, looks like we got our audio sorted out there, hopefully. Are you riding on board with Ginnett right now, going through the S's?
Yeah, I think he's the first driver in the actual lap.
Yeah, he is known for his reverse strategies, so we'll see if he can make these mediums work, or if he's just planning to set down some times on the mediums and then come out on the softs later on in the session. Nails that final turn.
Yeah, that was good.
Had a little D-rate coming around the final corner, but
yeah, he ran out of battery too.
16.2 is not too bad. I think we can probably still expect him to go out on the softs, but as this isn't his full-time tier, you never know. He could decide to have some fun tonight and try to make a run from the back of the pack. Let's see, do we have anyone else on a hot lap at the moment? Oh, Puppet Master with a good good lap coming in at a 1:15.6 to put him in 4th at the moment.
Limero's coming in for his first time of the sessions.
It's like we're right on board with Andre. Oh, nope, he's also not on a hot lap now. Got Lamaro on a hot lap. Let's right on board with J. Cole. He's out there on the mediums. It looks like he might be on a hot lap. He's coming through sector 1. Oh wait, he should be in sector 2 now. Nice and tidy through that double right-hander. He's gonna head through the S's now. I think he was right on the edge of the track limits there, but he hit it pretty perfectly.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, Mexico. Oh, and we have Gilzo showing that Renault power coming to the top of the grid at a 1:15.122. Let's see what his teammate can do here. around the final turn. Jumped up to 8th again on those mediums. A 1:15.8 might keep him in the top 10, but I have a feeling J. Cole's going to want to start at the front of the grid, and we're probably going to see him out on those softs on his next run.
GP's coming in for his first time this session 2 in the stadium.
Looks like he's heading into the pits. He's got to get a lap in. He's got about 7 minutes. Just got to make sure he doesn't invalidate his next few attempts. Looks like we got Johannes on a flyer coming into the final set of turns. Ooh, and Beck just barely misses out on pole, missing Gilzo's time by 2/100ths. Let's see what Johannes can do here. Oh, coming in the pits. Looks like Audrey is on a hot lap at the moment, coming through the S's. 7/10 up through sector 2. This looks like it's going to be a good lap from Audrey, who's second place in the EU standings.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, sorry, I was fixing my mic actually.
Around the final turn, and he's going to jump up to provisional pole with a 1:15.03. It's a very, very nice lap around this.
Yeah,
around
that's
the circus.
good.
How did the race on Thursday night go for you? I didn't get to tune in.
On my, it went okay. I went them with the mindset of avoiding penalties and make it to the end to actually get some points. I actually managed to do that. I finished 10th, and I think which will be moved up to 7th after reserves.
Okay, okay.
However, I'm a bit disappointed with the fact that I went on a one-stop medium hard, so I probably lost a lot of time there.
Yeah, the hard tires are not very fast here. I've done a soft to hard a few times, but medium hard's probably not the best way to go.
Yep. I figured that out as I went through my second stint.
Let's see, it looks like we got RC7 coming around the final turn on a hot lap. Oh no, he might be starting his flying lap. Let's see if we have anyone else on a hot lap at the moment. Smoglos is starting. Looks like Smitsky. We're right on Smitsky at the moment. He's heading through. Looks like sector 2 at the moment. Just went around the double right-hander right now and is gonna go on to the S's.
Not using his battery though.
No, I think he might have messed up through the double right-hander. Looked like he might have run a little bit wide, or he just came out of the pits and forgot to turn it down. Ginnett goes fastest with a 1:14.653.
That's quick.
That's very quick. We might see a run from the front of the pack from Ginnett tonight. He tends to be a reverse strategy type of guy, but perhaps not today.
Yeah, no, we forget the reverse strategy with that time. Because I actually went to look back for the pole times of the NA races, and the best one was Axton on Thursday with a 14.635, so it's pretty much there.
Yeah, Ginnett is right there, and he's still got probably another run in him. He can get out in that time. Riding around with Rob at the moment. He's coming through. Looks like the final set of turns. He might have some traffic. Ooh, runs wide. Might have just cut a corner. Nope. Looks like he's okay. He's coming around that final turn. Let's see if that traffic affected him. It looked like he did run wide on the entrance. Oh, no. He still goes second with a 14.837. Do you happen to know where Rob is sitting at in the standings?
He's pretty high up.
Yeah, he's
like
in fourth
or
actually.
five,
He's
yeah.
tied with Gilzo for fourth, so that's a good qualifying run. J. Cole doesn't
Yeah.
even pass up Rob, so he's sitting down in third. A little farther down the grid than J. Cole's used to.
Yeah.
Let's see, looks like Puppet Master. Let's ride around with him, going through the S's. Looked pretty good through there. Got a little bit sideways coming out of the last S, but not too bad. It's looking good through these final set of turns. Looks like it might be a pretty good run from Puppet Master here. Ah, he goes all the way up to fourth, 14.8.
Okay, so new driver is showing his pace so far.
This is looking pretty quick. This might be an impressive debut from Puppet Master.
Crucio's finishing. Or just...
Doesn't
Yeah,
improve.
he just finished the lap.
Looks like we got Smitsky finished. Oh no, he might be coming around to start his hot lap.
Yeah, I don't think there's many people so far. Maybe
Yeah.
Crucio is doing his second lap on those softs.
Let's see, where's Crucio? Yeah, I think he is on a hot lap at the moment. He might be the only one. So we'll ride around with Crucio. Head around the double right-hander. Nice and tidy through there. It's going to head into the S's. Tends to be the area that can make or break your lap.
Yeah,
Taking
definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Taking it pretty conservatively. Kept the car straight. Ugh. This does not look like it's going to be a great time from Crucio. See if he can improve, though, on that. Oh, he turned on the ERS. Looks like he may have aborted his lap. Interesting, J. Cole actually retired from the session. Maybe he didn't have time to get out
He
of
finished
the pit
with a
lane.
little less than 3 minutes on the clock. Some bit tight to come back because of the pit crew is so slow in
Yeah.
getting you in and out.
This might be Rob on a hot lap, right? No, he's on an out lap. Okay.
Fuzz is coming into the stadium on an out lap.
Okay. We'll ride around with Fuzz. Traffic gets out of the way nicely. This is up into ninth. Doesn't seem to be Fuzz's favorite track. He's normally a bit faster, especially in qualifying than this.
Oh, Adri just lost it in the first sector.
Session. Let's see if we can.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the track. Lost it.
Is Ginnett on it? Yeah, let's ride around with Ginnett. Ginnett probably doesn't have any pressure from behind him. It looks like most of the runners that are even close to him are retired from the session. But we'll see if he can improve on that time and perhaps beat T-Money's time from Monday night.
There's Gilzo who still have a hot lap who can maybe beat him.
Yeah. Looks like Gilzo's following close behind Fuzz, so we'll be able to jump on board with him. So we watch Ginnett through this final set of turns. Very, very tidy into the stadium section. Hits that apex perfectly through the final chicane. Looks like he improves a little bit. 16.18. Gilzo comes around. Does not improve his position, at least. I think he improved his time. Barely misses RC for 6th place. And it looks like that might be it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else is still running.
Yep. Alright, so quick rundown of the order. We got Ginnett, he's going to be sitting on pole. Very impressive run in 2nd place for Rob 2K. Probably his best qualifying session of the season so far. We got our points leader J. Cole in 3rd. The new guy, Puppet Master, coming in 4th. Adri running at the top 5. RC 7 in 6th. Gilzo in 7th. Beck, 9,000, coming in 8th. Fuzz in 9th. Johannes running at the top 10. And as you can see on the screen, there's the rest of your top 10. Got Electric Chicken, our Monday Night Announcer, and Tier 2 Racer in the chat, letting us know with his bold prediction of Ginnett winning the race tonight.
I mean, with the lap he did, that's... he has a shot for really...
It's a very good lap. If he keeps the car clean, there's a good chance he's gonna be sitting pretty at the front of the grid. We'll see what happens going to turn 1 here. If you get off the line slowly, you can get freight train going down to that first turn. So just got to make sure he keeps it smooth off the line, and he's got some quick guys behind him.
Yeah, J. Cole in 3rd, Gilzo in 7th. Rob is fast. I'm very curious about Puppet Master. I mean,
he did put in a good time, and
yeah.
you know, his first race of the season, he might be taking some risks tonight and trying to go for the win here, or even a podium.
And he got some fans in the chat.
Yeah, and as T Money said, that the EU tier is putting in some good laps tonight. That was a very impressive qualifying session. We had several drivers below a 115.
Yeah.
But as we saw on Monday night, strategy is going to play a big role tonight. If I had to guess, a lot of people are going to be doing that 2-stop. But if someone can make the soft to medium work out, they're probably going to be in a good position. Could be a good risk for Puppet Master coming from 4th place to see if he can pull that strategy off.
Does the safety cars play a role around here? I mean, there wasn't in the Thursday race. I don't remember.
There
Monday.
There wasn't in Monday either. That could be the one wrench that could ruin or play into the hands of a one-stop strategy is the safety car. We'll have to see when it comes out, if it comes out, and how the drivers handle it. Quick look at the race director. Looks like most of the drivers outside the top 10 are starting on the medium, or at least a fair amount. Zimagulus, interestingly, going for the hards. We'll see how that plays off. Could be a risky strategy, especially with the long run down into turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, I did not like it as a second stint. I mean, with full fuel at the beginning of the race, I don't know how those tires will react.
It's going to be difficult to get him heated up, and he's going to struggle to get off the line. The soft and medium runners are going to have much better traction when the green drops, and he might lose some positions going to turn 1, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I honestly don't have a clue.
Yeah. This could be a good race, though, for Ginnett to make some moves up the point standings. He's currently sitting in 7th. He's 1 point off of Bag of Bones in front of him, who's starting all the way down in 11th place. It looks like he's also close to Johannes, who's starting 10th. So definitely a opportunity for Ginnett to make up some points and possibly close the gap to the top 4.
Exactly. We also have to remind that this track is super easy to get penalties.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's super easy to cut corner, to extend the exit, a couple of corner to cut the S's.
It is one of the harder tracks to drive cleanly and to avoid penalties. It also seems very consistent. Sometimes you take turns the same way on separate laps and get penalized once and not the other time.
Okay, so the grid is getting set up.
All right. Looks like we're about to get the lights here. All right, we got 1, 2. Can't really see on screen. There's 5 red, and they're off. And it looks like Ginnett gets a pretty good run off the line, but Rob might have spun the tires a little bit, and Ginnett's probably going to clear him. Rob comes over to the outside, coming into turn 1. We'll ride on board with Puppet Master. He's got a run on Rob. Will he make the dive bomb? He does. He does, and he can't make it stick. Oh, and we're too wide. Looks like Jay Kroll's on the outside of Puppet Master at the moment. He's going to make a run down into the next set of turns. Coming into sector 2. Can he make it stick? He does. Doesn't get by him though. Some good racing at the top of the grid right now.
Yeah, and look clean at the back too.
And J. Cole settles into 4th behind Puppet Master, who takes over 3rd position. We're right on board with Gilzo at the moment, coming into 4th place as we watch J. Cole try to attack Puppet Master.
Yeah, Andre Souza, our new driver for the Williams team, just took 5th position on the first lap. So that's not bad for a debut.
Yeah, that's very impressive coming into turn 1. Let's see if J. Cole can get a run. Looks like he can be too far back of Puppet Master, who's also got the slipstream from Rob. And Janet is already pulling away. Might be taking this race if he can keep it clean. Put a blanket over, looks like 2nd through 6th place right now. They're all within half a second of each other. Got RC bringing up the back of that pack, but keep in touch with Gilzo right now. Looks like we got Adri putting some pressure on Beck. Seems like Beck likes this track. He was really quick on Monday night, and I believe he finished 3rd maybe?
I actually don't know. I know he got the pole, but I don't know where he
Yeah, I
finished.
think he finished 3rd. I think Puff was in 2nd and Beck was 3rd. Looks like we might have had a bunch of guys coming to the pits at the end of lap 1. Johannes, General Porter, Lamaro, and Crucio all were probably in the pits.
Yeah, Frank is at the moment in sector 2.
Yeah. So there was some action, definitely. Perhaps some damage coming on some guys. We'll go back to the front of the grid, right on with, oh, it looks like Puppet Master's thinking about a move on Rob, but Rob covers him off. See if Puppet Master can get a good run on Rob coming into the 2nd sector. It looks like he's gonna be too far back. So we get some fighting between
without the RS, it's a bit difficult.
It's gonna be. Zimaglos is holding his own on the hards. It looks like he's only lost 1 position. Let's get some data up here. Position changes. Wow. Andre Souza really making the moves up 8 positions into the points paying positions.
Yeah, our 2 rookie drivers, or 2 drivers were debuting tonight are doing some great work so far.
Yeah. It's like, look at Fuzz some time. He's struggling through those S's. Almost might have some damage. Let's see if we can get a look at his front wing. It looks like the car was really understeering through there. Now he looks okay. It looks must have just mistimed the corner.
The leaders are coming into the straight. Are they close enough to make a move?
Doesn't look like it. That DRS train is really powerful here, and if the front guy can pull away coming out of that final turn, everyone tends to stay put. Already got Johannes a little bit down the pack in 16, picking up his first penalty. Audrey's still putting pressure on Beck. He might have him here coming in sector 2.
GP had a look in turn 1 on Zimoglis, but backed out.
Ooh, and Adri locks up, trying to make the move on Beck. Doesn't make it stick, but he's coming back at him. Oh, and he almost loses the car. Is that going to bring Fuzz back into this fight? It looks like it will. And a bit interesting at the front of the grid. Jinnit did initially pull away, but it looks like Rob is maintaining that gap. If he can pull back into the DRS range, we might have a race for the lead here. He's only got 6 more tenths to make up, and it looks like the Renaults might have swapped positions there. Gilzo getting a move done into the final set of turns on his teammate J. Cole. So flag in Sector 2. Is that one of the Haas's that just came off? Oh, and J. Cole into the pits. Did he have damage? Not sure what happened with...
That might explain the pass of
Yeah.
Gilzo.
Maybe he made a mistake through the S's. I'm not... It didn't look like he was that far off of Gilzo, but maybe had some wing damage. He's coming out on the medium tires, so that's probably going to be a 2-stop.
Yeah, I would guess so.
Got Audrey looking again on back, coming around the outside. He makes it stick this time. Nice pass from Audrey there.
Yeah, JP made the move into Tier 1 and the Turn 1 on Zimoglis on the hard tire.
That was an important move for GP. He really needed to get by that hard runner to make his strategy work.
Yeah, don't want to be stuck behind that guy for 30 laps.
We're going to ride back on with Rob here. He's making some progress, cutting 3/10 out of Janet's lead on that lap, and Puppet Master may have lost DRS. We'll see what happens here. If he can get that DRS coming out of the last turn. It did open, so Puppet Master still maintaining that DRS on Rob, and Rob lost some... He lost those 3/10s coming out of the final sector. I wonder if he's struggling for downforce, or maybe Janet was saving some ERS there. Looks like Fuzz is trying to get by Beck here. It's around the outside. Looks like he might get that move done coming into Sector 2.
Yeah, in the end. Yeah, he made the move clean.
Clears him. It was a very nice move by Fuzz.
There's a lot of gaps between the cars there.
Yeah. Our closest action might be RC on Gilzo right now. He might have a run on him coming down the final straightaway. Quick look at the telemetry. We'll see what happens coming down the first straight. RC looks like he's close enough, and he can get that DRS and slipstream. He might be able to make a move into turn 1.
You have a good exit up the last corner.
I think he's going to get this move done here. Clears him with ease. That was very nice work through Sector 3 by RC. It's very important to get that run, and he's going to get DRS again down this second straightaway.
Yeah, that would help him get away from Gilzo.
Looks like we got some... J. Cole's making his way back up the pack. Oh, Beck was just in the pits, it looks like. Back onto the softs again. I'm gonna ride on board with Ryan here. It looks like he's pressuring the new guy, Andre Sousa, coming through the double right-hander. They're gonna be heading into the S's here. Actually, before we watch that battle, it's probably gonna develop on the main straightaway. I'm gonna go on with Gilzo to see if he can get by RC. Looks like RC is struggling for grip through the final section of the track there. Those rear tires might be pretty warm. Does look like RC pulled away down the straight though. I don't think Gilzo is going to be able to get the move done here.
Adri is going to into the pits.
Looks like Ryan might be making the move on Andre here. See if he can make it stick on the outside. He does. Makes the move.
Great job. There's someone in the comments saying that Puppet Master is a good farmer. I have no clue what that means.
Well, he has reeled Rob back in. It looks like Janet might have been conserving some battery or perhaps cooling his tires a bit, because he's pulled that gap back out to 2 seconds, and Rob has fallen off back into the clutch of the Puppet Master.
Yeah, back into the DRS range.
Ooh,
Oh,
tough break for Frank Lucas there. Picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
yeah, he had a couple incidents so far, not the best showings.
So we'll see if Puppet Master can make a move on the next lap. He's probably too far away at the moment. Gilzo heads into the pits. Let's see what tire he's going to go on to. It looks like the mediums. Fuzz is also in the pits.
Yeah, there's Beck that's close to Johannes coming out. Going in is the straight. Might have a shot.
Yeah, back on those 2-lap old soft should make this move. Perhaps on the second straightaway. Is he going to go for the dive? No, he doesn't. Backs off, but he should have a good run here. So it looks like everyone who's pitted so far is definitely thinking 2-stop.
Oh, Rob! What happened to Rob?
Let's see if we can ride on with RC. Nope, missed it. Let's check Ryan. Looks like he lost it through the S's, perhaps. Oh, we have a VSC. Let's see if we can get a view of Rob's car here. This might be good for Jinnit if he can pull into the pits. I didn't see his car. Oh, he's out on the outside of
Yeah, that's
the
an odd
S's.
place.
Very odd place. Jinnit's diving into the pits under the VSC here. Good move by Jinnit. That's going to be important in this race. Puppet Master also into the pits. These guys are going to save some time on their pit stops. That's going to be huge come the end of the race.
26 lap. Do you go to mediums or?
So Puppet Master's going on the hards. He can definitely take those to the end. Jinnit might be able to take those mediums, but that's going to be a tough ask. We'll see what happens. Either way, he did save some time. Interesting, RC stays out. He might be trying to stretch this into a one-stop. So we got RC now leading the race. Got 12 seconds up on Jinnit. I think he's trying to stretch these tires and probably go to the end on a set of mediums.
I mean, why not? Apparently, it's the strat here. One stop.
We got Chicken in the chat, giving a little cheer for Jinnit. Jinnit's in a very good position now, coming out of the pits in second place. That was great timing for him on that VSC. He saved a lot of time on his pit stop. It looks like Puppet Master also came out behind Smitsky and is now trapped behind him going through the S's. That's going to be frustrating, especially with these hard tires. They're going to take a couple laps.
Those hards are not the best to overtake.
Yeah. And it's going to be very hard to get them up to a working temperature to get past Smitsky. T-Money, is bringing up the fact that RC is going to have a great chance to win this race if he can stretch those softs and make a good run on the mediums at the end here.
J. Cole might have a shot at Zimoglis in the straight with the softer tires.
Oh yeah, I think J. Cole's definitely going to right on Puppet Master, see if he can get this move done. Clears him easily. Riding on J. Cole, he's passed. It looks like GP Colin might be also trying to stretch his soft tires into a one-stop. If he can make that work, he's going to be in a good position to finish high up in this race.
By doing so, Gilzo is catching up to him really quickly.
Yeah.
The fresh mediums are better than the old soft.
Let's see what we got going down at the bottom of the grid. Looks like we got Ryan trying to reel in Fuzz on one lap fresher mediums.
Oh, Gilzo dove in the turn before the stadium and had a move on GP Colin.
Nice, yeah. That's a very difficult place to pass, but if you can make it stick, it'll work. See how RC is handling his sauce right now. He might be coming in this lap. Oh, they're getting very slick. You could see him almost sideways, and he's lost almost 4 seconds to Jinnit already.
Yeah, he's gonna need to
Oh.
come
Whew.
pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think we're going to see RC in on this lap. He's getting passed by... Oh, we have a safety car.
Yeah,
Lamaro
Limaro
retired from the
just
section.
at the end of the S's.
Let's see what
Safety car.
happens.
That's a great opportunity for RC to pit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with RC. He's probably going to end up around maybe 7th, 8th position. Depending on, yep, we just saw Lamaro's car there. He clearly lost it coming out of the S's. Looks like he knocked a tire off. And Jinnit, drive-through penalty for speeding out of the safety car. That's huge for RC
That's
and
not
Puppet
good.
Master.
That's not good for him.
I'm curious what Puppet Master is going to do here. If he knows that Jinnit has that drive-through penalty, he might dive in here to try to put on a set of mediums to take those to the end. RC comes into the pits as we expected. We'll see what Puppet Master does. It looks like he wants the track position. He's going to stay out. I don't know if that was our correct decision. I would have put on a set of mediums there. RC puts on the mediums. He's going to... Jinnit looks like he comes in for a new set of mediums, not to serve his drive-through. Gilzo's going to come up to 3rd position. I don't think he can make those 4-lap mediums last to the end.
RC came out on the 4th position. That's pretty good.
That's huge. That's huge. And Adri running in 5th on those hards. He can take those to the end. That's a really tough break for Jinnit. He's still got to come through on his drive-through at some point during this race. So what's going to be interesting here for Puppet Master is that he's got Smitsky behind him on those 12-lap old mediums. If he can hold the pack of Gilzo, RC, Adri off for even a lap, that's going to give Puppet Master some breathing space and perhaps an opportunity at winning this race, especially with Jinnit's drive-through.
Yeah.
But I think the guy with the best chance at the moment is definitely RC.
Yeah, brand new tires. Just have to get through those cars quickly.
Yeah. I'm a bit surprised Sminsky didn't come in there. I guess he's got to stretch his mediums probably onto the softs for the end of the race. But he probably could have pit and still come out pretty high up the order.
Yeah, I don't know if he has another medium set.
Yeah, he might not. It depends on what he took in qualifying. That's a good question. So, if you're Jinnit, when do you serve this drive-through? Because he can... Do you take it early in the race, or do you take it later? You could even go unserved at this point. That might be the strategy he's going to take, is try to make his way through the field and perhaps just take the penalty at the end for an unserved drive-through.
I mean, if you serve it like super early, you will have clean air to just race. I don't know, actually.
Yeah, it's a tough call. At this point, without having to make another pit stop, he might try to just unserve it and take the penalty at the end. See if he can fight his way through the pack and build up a gap to the people behind him.
So far, the winners of the race is Smitsky would gain 12 positions, Henry Souza 9, GP 8.
Yeah, it's an impressive run still by Andre Sousa. He, let's see if he needs to stop again. He's probably got to stop again, but so do a lot of the people in front of him, so he's going to be in a good position here coming through the race.
Great debut.
Oh,
with
back.
5 seconds. You cannot afford those penalties under the safety car.
No, not at all.
They hurt.
So T-Money thinks that you might get disqualified for not serving a drive-through. I could be incorrect there. I'm not sure. Do you have...
I actually don't know the rule about the drive-thrus. I only know them from older games, like when I start playing F1 games. And the rule was you have to take your drive-through within 3 laps.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if that changed because, I'm talking like F1 2013 or something. So I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's probably have changed, but
Yeah, I'm not sure. Sure you had like 3 laps. So what's interesting here is he's under the safety car when he gets his drive-through. He must have 3 laps from. If he does have 3 laps, it must be 3 laps from when we go green.
I guess so. Hopefully, the safety car will come in at the end of this lap, because everyone is set in the line. No much reason to wait out.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be 3 laps from after we go green is when Janet will have to service penalty. Got a chicken in the chat saying he once received a 20-second penalty because he couldn't serve his drive-through because the safety car was 3 laps from the end of the race. That's a bit harsh from Codemasters there.
Adri just DNF.
Oh no!
Just lost it in this.
Oh yeah, he looks like he lost it. He lost his front tire under the safety car. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, that's a bit hard. But the safety car's coming in this lap.
Yeah.
Safety car's coming in.
Got Puppet Master slowing the field down a lot, trying to get those hard tires heated up. Right on board with RC here on those fresh tires. See if he can make a move. It looks like the field is accelerating now.
Puppet Master had a great
Janet,
run.
oh no.
Oh,
Janet goes in to serve his penalty and gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, but Puppet Master got a great run on those hards.
He did. Looks like Gilzo might be, 3-second penalty from Gilzo. Makes a little bit of contact with Smithkey, but he's still got the run.
Yeah, a little left tap.
Can he make it stick? He might try the crossover. Oh no, he makes contact. Did he lose a wing there? Ah, yes, it looks like he lost that end plate. That's really rough from Gilzo, and that's going to play right into RC's hand as he's going to have a better run on Gilzo once it's time to make the move.
He broke his wing. Do you come in or you try to race it?
If it's just an in plate, I think he's got to try to race it. He's got to pit again anyways. I guess he could go on to a set of mediums to take to the end here, but I think he's got to stick it out for a couple laps, at least until RC gets by him. Try to hold RC up for a couple laps and make a run at it at the end. Looks like Fuzz is pulling up on the back of RC here. He's really joining this battle. He's probably got to make another pit stop, but good run from Fuzz. Thinks about a move. Keeps it in behind RC. We'll see if he gets a run coming in Sector 2. Will not get that move done on RC. Smithkey's keeping up with Gilzo here.
Trying to looking for some action, but everyone is so grouped up. There's action pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, it's tough to pick a battle. I'm gonna ride on board with Fuzz. We might have a slipstream train coming down the front straightaway. RC might have a run on Smithkey for third.
The DRS is going to be enabled in this lap, but the detection point is at the end of the lap, so it's pretty much next lap.
Let's see if RC can get a run on Smithkey coming into Sector 2. This is an important moment for Gilzo, because if Gilzo can make a gap to RC and perhaps reel Puppet Master in with that damaged wing, perhaps bring Puppet Master back to RC, there's going to be some interesting moments depending on what happens here between Smitsky and RC. Oh, and Fuzz and Ryan go side by side. It looks like they might have made a little bit of contact, and Fuzz comes out on top.
It's a yellow flag. Crucial just is in the grass.
Fuzz, 3-second time penalty. RC is going to have a good run on Smitsky here.
I think Jekyll just took damage to his wing by crashing into Ryan.
See as they come around the final turn. Doesn't look like he's missing an end
Yeah,
plate.
that was a pretty big contact though.
Oh, RC's going to have a run here. Is he going to make the move? He's going to have to dive it in. Is not late enough on the brakes. We'll see if he can get that move done through the second DRS. Oh, and Fuzz and RC make contact. I don't know if RC left him enough room there, but Fuzz definitely made a move in an interesting location. I don't know if he's got wing damage. It looks like everyone's okay. It might have ruined RC's run. This is huge for Gilzo and Puppet Master. This is really hurting the person who is probably on the best strategy and letting Puppet Master pull away from the field a bit. And Gilzo with that wing damage just can't keep up with Puppet Master despite being on the softer compounded tires.
Yeah, and that's really bad for him.
He's pulling with RC. He might be making a move here on Smitsky. Can't get it. Oh, he makes a little bit of contact. Gives Smitsky a love tap coming into the stadium section. And Fuzz is right on their tails. See if RC can get this. Oh, J. Cole has joined the party. Oh, Fuzz! Fuzz! No! Fuzz loses it! Ah, a classic moment for Fuzz there. He comes back and gets the car slowed down. Let's pop back into RC. As much as I'd like to talk about Fuzz's spin, RC might have a move. Oh, he dummies him! Goes to the inside. Can he make it stick? Smitsky gives him the room. Might get a switchback coming onto the DRS zone. He's on the outside. Let's see if he can make it stick. He's going to get a good run coming. I think RC is going to get this move done. Can J. Cole follow him? He does. Tough break for Smitsky there as he drops down to fifth place. But with Fuzz fuzzing it, Smitsky only lost 2 positions instead of 3. It's a rough moment for Fuzz. He definitely was reeling in the pack after he'd started fairly far down the grid.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Got a long train of cars. It looks like Beck's making a move into the stadium section on Zen. Can't make it stick. Got a flag in sector 2. Looks like we might have a Haas off. Frank Lucas, perhaps?
Yeah, a bit of a moment. The chat is really reacting to Fuzz incident, as expected.
Yes, got quite the battle in the back of the pack of Crucio and Johannes right now. Crucio putting some pressure on Johannes with those 18-lap hold hard tires, but Johannes is going to pull away in the stadium section. Zem and General Porter going at it. Looks like General Porter got the move done. Ah, and Fuzz picks up a 3-second time penalty. It's just all going wrong for the McLaren at the moment.
I'm gonna look at those penalties. Johannes has 3, Frank has 3, and 3 has 3. Frank has 5.
Riding on board with Andre, the new guy at the moment, running in 7th place, an impressive run. And he's chasing out Smitsky, who's still on those 20-lap old mediums. Looks like J. Cole got by. Oh, Andre makes a deep dive and they make contact. I think Sminsky might have not given him enough room there. It looked like Andre made a clean pass, but not sure as Sminsky pulls into the... Oh, and he spins it coming into the pits. Oh, and he made contact with somebody. He's in the middle of the track. Oh, and Sminsky gets a 5-second penalty for that collision with Porter. There's nothing he could do there. He ended up spinning, and I think Porter might have come around the last turn. Oh, and Sminsky's stuck. This is a rough moment. Back in Andre. Battling Andre makes contact.
Yeah, there's damage there.
Ah, crazy moments on the track here.
Yeah, I missed a bit of that while looking at penalties. At the top, Gilzo and RC have 3 each. 3 seconds each, but that's pretty much it.
Man, if Gilzo's got 3 seconds and RC does as well, this is all playing in a Puppet Master's hands. Though J. Cole is making his way up the field. We'll see if he can catch up to Puppet Master on newer hards. See if we can find a battle. Looks like Zem might be coming back at Andre there, who had quite the moment. Looks like he lost an end plate. See if RC can come back at J. Cole here. Doesn't look like he's gonna be close enough to get that move done.
Andrew Souza into the pit.
Yeah, must have had to make that decision with that damage. So it looks like General Porter might be coming. Oh, and RC picks up another 3-second time penalty. That's gonna really hurt his chances. I'm very, very curious to see what J. Cole can do here. If he catches up to Gilzo with that front wing damage, we'll see if Gilzo lets him by, and perhaps Puppet Master might come under some pressure from our championship leader.
Yeah, that would be a very interesting team order to challenge for the win. Oh, Puppet with a 3.
That's
Second penalty.
huge for J. Cole and RC. We'll see what happens and how that plays a role at the end of the race. Let's check back in with Jinnit here after his struggles with pit lane. I think he still has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits, but at the same time, a lot of the other guys in front of him are also penalized, so it might not hurt him too bad if he can make up some positions. Hopping back on with RC here, we'll see if he can make a move in the second DRS zone. I don't know if he's going to be close enough here, but he's definitely keeping pace with J. Cole. We'll see how these guys work together and if they do or they continue to fight as they catch up to Gilzo.
Yeah, there's quite a gap to Gilzo still. There's might be one or a couple laps until they catch.
Down to General Porter here. He's really pressuring GP Colin. GP on those mediums, not able to pull away from General Porter. Check back in with RC coming out of the final sector.
That's where I was. Great exit. Might have a shot.
Yeah, he's going to have to make a pretty hefty dive bomb here. We'll see if it can happen. Is he going to dummy him? Oh, he does try the dummy. Late on the brakes. He might be able to make it stick. J. Cole gives him the space.
Big luck by J. Cole.
We'll see if RC can come back at him through the second DRS zone. Got a pretty good exit. He might have it here. We'll see. Outside that slipstream. And interestingly, both of these drivers are... okay, so we had Gilzo going to the pits.
Yeah.
Looks like I missed that. So
We
now,
missed that.
J. Cole and RC. Let's see if they work together or if RC really tries to pass him here. Seems like they're pretty equal on pace. J. Cole might be a little quicker, but RC is definitely sticking in that DRS zone to keep the train moving, and Jinnit picks up another 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's not gonna help him at all. He still had a shot, but that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. We'll see if he can stretch the gap between Zem, and if he can maybe pull out the gap on those penalties. He's got RC back in the DRS zone. We've also got Beck pulling up on the rear of Ryan. See if he can make a move for fourth. Gonna be another close lunge from RC. He's going to the outside this time. Keep it clean. He's gonna have the inside. Ooh, this is gonna be a big moment. So RC gonna have DRS, and he pulls it out. That was a very nice move from RC, and great racing all around.
And still have the DRS for the second straight.
Yeah, great job by RC there. Now we'll see if RC on those mediums can pull in Puppet Master. The problem for RC is gonna be if we get to the end of the race and he still hasn't caught up, those mediums might start to struggle.
Definitely. But Puppet Master at the front is very happy that those two behind him are fighting.
Definitely. He's got a 5-second lead and looks like only 10 laps to go. That Bag of Bones perhaps just getting passed by Fuzz or maybe putting him under pressure. Both on equal tires with Gilza, who's going to start to make his way through the pack on those new mediums. It looks like RC might have pulled out from Jay Cole there and is going to safely be into turn one without having to defend too difficulty. Does lock up a little bit though. Oh, and Vagabonds does get by Fuzz. Oh, Fuzz pulled into the pits again. Just went from bad to worse for Fuzz there. He's going on to Sauce for the end of the race. He's going to be pretty quick there. This is playing into Gilzo's hands. Let's see how far he climbs the order, but not too many guys in front of him are going to have to make a pit stop. It looks like one of them, Vagabonds.
Yeah, and pretty much everyone else will be able to finish the race on these tires.
Just checking back into the midfield, Jinnit is pulling a gap on Zem. He might be able to pull away from his penalties there, and he's hitting close to Beck. And Jinnit might be in here with a good finish despite all of his problems and penalties.
Yeah.
We'll see if Ryan and Beck battle here to pull Jinnit back in with him.
Ryan into the pits.
Well, that's going to be big for Jinnit. He might be looking at a top 5, possibly top 4 if he can pull out from Beck a bit. Oh, and huge moment as Beck picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's going to be massive for Jinnit in his run for a top 4. General Porter is pressuring Zem right now. Same tires, so this is just going to be... Oh, General Porter's actually on hards. Oh, and J. Cole picks up a 3-second time penalty trying to chase down Puppet Master. That's going to be huge.
But he got the move on RC.
He did. That's a... I don't know, and it doesn't look like they're... With all this fighting between RC and J. Cole, Puppet Master is maintaining that 5-second lead. He's actually added another half second. Puppet Master might be in for the win here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time to make up for J. Cole and RC7, and RC's tires have got to be screaming at this point.
Yeah. Gotta check if he has a penalty that I missed.
See if we get some battles down the... So we got Ryan back in 11th right now, trying to chase on the pack on those softs. I wonder if he's going to be able to catch up to Gilzo, who looks like he did change his front wing, which explains why he dropped so far down. He might have a move on Bag of Bones here. See if Gilzo can make one of those late lunges into the stadium section that he's been doing. Oh, he takes it wide to the S's. Not gonna happen this time. Zem might have a run on General Porter down the main straightaway here, and it looks like Janet's also pulling right up to back.
I just checked the penalties for Puppet and J. Cole. Both have 3 seconds, so...
Okay. And J. Cole actually took a second out of the lead there on that last lap, it looks like.
But time is running out.
Yeah, that's a lot of time to make up in the next 6 laps. We know that J. Cole's very quick, but that would be very impressive if he could close this gap to Puppet Master. Bag of Bones picks up a 3-second time penalty on 22 lap old mediums. He's going to have fun trying to take these to the end of the race. Got a nice little battle in the midfield between General Porter, Zimaglis, and GP Colin going on right now. They're all on pretty worn tires, so anything could happen here.
Yeah, exactly. Very small gap between those cars.
It's going to be important for Zem to make up some time in the stadium section here to see if he can get into DRS range from General Porter, else he might be under some pressure from GP. And then you got Gilzo making up a lot of time coming in behind this pack.
Yeah, those fresh tires are working well.
It is interesting that he put on the mediums there. I think he could have taken the softs to the end, but maybe he didn't have a new set. And RC picks up a 3-second penalty trying to chase down J. Cole. That's going to hurt his chances.
Yeah.
And Janet has pulled up to the back of Beck as well. Oh, it looks like GP did get by. And he's making another run. Oh, they make contact.
Ooh, some bit of contact.
And Gilzo's coming in behind watching this battle. GP on the inside. Oh, they go 3 wide.
3 wide.
Oh, go. No. Oh, crazy racing here. And it looks like Zem comes off worse.
Yeah, Gilzo got a penalty.
I don't know that Gilzo did anything wrong there. He avoided the contact. He might be able to get that penalty removed. I don't know where else he was supposed to go.
Yeah. That's a tricky spot for overtaking, though.
Yeah. It might have been an aggressive move, but and GP picks up a 3-second penalty to, so Gilzo's penalty might not hurt him too bad there.
Yeah, and he got the move done going into the stadium.
I'm going to check back in with J. Cole in a minute here, but Janet's got to run on back into the first turn. He gets the move done. Nice work by Janet there, and he's going to have DRS. Oh, and he...
That's not a good thing. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, Janet sadly lost it there. His tires are going to be screaming for the next couple turns, and he goes off again. Oh, and he gets a 10-second time penalty for the massive corner cut. Janet's going to be struggling. He might fall out of the top 10. Oh, no, and he's gone wide. Those tires have got to be so hot. He's going to be really struggling.
Yeah, he don't have any front wing.
He's picking up all the penalties. I think he might be pulling into the pits here to retire the car. That's going to be a... And Gilzo gets by. Andre Sousa down in 13th just picked up another penalty as well. We'll see what Janet decides to do here. And Shayna picks up another penalty. I think he's going to... Yep, he did retire the car.
Good Ryan having great run into Bones in the straight.
Oh, and it looks like got some moves in front. GP Colin and Zem are battling again. Great action down the field here today.
Yeah. Just when they were starting to have gaps between the safety car, bring everyone together. Non-stop action from start to finish.
Zem tries to switch back on Colin. Let's see if he can get it done. He can't, as Colin defends well coming into the double right-hander, but he runs wide. And Bones has joined this battle. We got Crucio making a run on Frank Lucas here. Oh, virtual safety car.
Yeah,
Fuzz lost it. Oh, Fuzz.
Lost his entire front wing.
And Fuzz goes around for the second time today. That's really going to hurt J. Cole, who was making some inroads into that lead. Now I think Puppet Master keeps it straight. Oh, and Beck picks up a drive-through penalty. I don't even know if he has time. That's going to really hurt Beck. And General Porter might jump up into 4th here, and Gilzo has now recovered up into 6th and will be in 5th after Beck serves his penalty. Frank Lucas again picks up another penalty. Interesting, J. Cole has knocked some time out of Puppet Master's lead under the virtual safety car. We'll see if that stands based on where the deltas are.
Yeah, looks like it. No penalties, no nothing. And the gap is really small now.
Yeah, if J. Cole can pull into the DRS range of Puppet Master, we might have a fight to the lead. I don't know if Puppet Master's struggling on those hards right now, or if he just is too conservative under the VSC, but J. Cole has really reeled him in here. And Beck has chosen not to serve his drive-through penalty yet. We'll see if he pulls a, who was that, Michael Schumacher back in the day that on the last lap tried to serve his drive-through.
I don't know if it's actually working in this game.
I don't think it will, based on what I know about Codemasters. We got Gilzo shooting for the top 5 here and might actually be top 4 after Beck's penalty. Oh, and J. Cole is really reeling in Puppet Master. He might have a last lap challenge here for the lead. Could be a massive moment. General Porter picks up another 3 seconds.
I'm afraid to go away from that fight.
I know. And you said they're both even on penalties right now?
I'm gonna look that real quick.
All right, we're riding around with J. Cole coming into the stadium section. We'll see if he can pull in that DRS range. He's got to make up a little bit of time through the stadium section. He is on newer tires as well.
1 penalty each, so...
We'll see if they both can keep it clean. J. Cole might have DRS coming down this front straightaway. It looks like at the detection point he was in it. Yes, he's going to have DRS.
Got it. He got it.
He won't be able to make a move into turn 1, but could be interesting. There's some lap traffic to the inside that Puppet Master smartly took some slipstream off of. J. Cole goes in deep. He's going to try to make the move here. He might be able to do it. This is going to be a big moment in this race. He's got the run. He's lining up the move. Puppet Master takes the inside line. J. Cole tries to switch back. Puppet Master, is he going to be able to defend in the double right? He does. He takes the inside line. I think J. Cole's going to have to wait for the stadium section to try to pull that final move. Oh, Puppet Master's getting close to the track limits. He doesn't want to pick up a penalty here.
No.
Keeps it clean. Defends well to the inside. It looks like he might have him. Let's see if J. Cole tries a lunge here. Not going to be able to get it done. Oh, Puppet Master.
Oh.
He might have lost it. J. Cole to the inside of the final turn. They make contact. J. Cole goes around. No.
No.
I don't know. Ooh, what happened there, and Puppet Master slows it down. I feel like he might have thought that was his fault. We'll see what the stewards say, but I think there's definitely gonna be a moment in this chat after this
Yeah.
race. Here comes Becker on the final turn with an unserved penalty, and Gilzo got by General Porter, might come home fourth here. He does. Beck got 20 seconds. That's gonna really hurt as General Porter comes home fifth. Zem is gonna come across the line, it looks like in sixth, with closely followed by Ryan. Oh, close battle there as Ryan comes home seventh. GP Colin in eighth, Vagabonds in ninth. Beck drops all the way down to 10th. Will Andre Sousa pull into the points by getting by Beck in his first race? Oh, and he doesn't get it done. Misses Beck by 2.8 seconds there. That was a crazy, crazy last lap.
Yeah, and whatever happens with the stewards or it's a great showing from Puppet Master in his debut race.
Yeah, I don't know if the win is going to stand. He didn't give J. Cole a lot of room on the inside. I'd love to see a replay because I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, it's the last turn. He defended like it was the last turn. We'll say that.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of talk about that move for sure.
Yes. Regardless, as you said, that was an amazing race. Some great moments up and down the field, and the final lap was very exciting.
Yeah, I'm literally standing right now.
We could try to pull these guys in for some interviews and see if they'd like to join, and maybe I don't know if you should pull them in all at once, but
I mean, I don't mind.
We'll see if they want to join. Might have to add a few of them to the friends list. I think I've got RC we could pull them in. I'll try to add them as friends and see if we can get them in. So here's your final rundown. We'll go through the top 10 so we can try and get some interviews done. We got Puppet Master in first, J. Cole in second, RC running out the podium, Gilzo fourth. Great comeback for Gilzo. General Porter in fifth, Zem in sixth, Ryan in seventh, GB Colin in eighth, Vagabonds in ninth, and Beck rounding out the top 10 with that 20-second unserved time penalty. 31 seconds of penalties in total.
That's not good.
No, not great, but he's still got a point, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we'll try to pull these guys in for some interviews. I obviously don't have Puppet Master on my friends list. We'll see if we can get him in. I don't know if they'll both want to join, but we'll keep it under control. And oh no, I lost the session. That's unfortunate. We'll see if RC wants to join, and we'll try to get J. Cole. I might be able to. Are you still in the lobby? Can you send me an invite to it? Okay, we're going back in the lobby here. Let's see if we can get J. Cole here. It's Puppet Master.
What's up?
Hey RC, how's it going? That was an interesting race. It looked like you were on the best strategy, but the traffic kind of just hurt you there. Yes, that's correct.
That's always a problem here in Mexico, those down penalties.
Oh, yeah. RC, it looks like we can't hear you. I don't know if you're sharing your voice or not. Well, I lost Puppet Master. It looks like he might have left. But we can get J. Cole in here. We will wait for the response from the comments. So, okay, yeah, I think we'll be good. We should have J. Cole joining in here shortly. You and J. Cole had quite the battle out there for several laps back and forth.
It was good fun.
Yeah, and we've got J. Cole coming around in second place, joining the party. Could get promoted to first. We'll see what happens. J. Cole, your thoughts on the race?
Well, to start off with, I apologise for sounding like I'm about to die. I'm not too well at the moment, but no. Towards the end, I was gaining like a lot on Puppet Master, and obviously in that final, the final corner, down his inside, didn't leave me enough space, just spun me around. So I'm probably gonna take that to the shooters for that. But
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, it was a really fun race.
There was a lot of action, and we were just talking to RC. You guys had a great battle for several laps there. What did you think about your battle with RC?
I mean, it was kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but no, it was good fun. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I was really surprised that I was actually battling with RC in a nice way.
Thanks, Jack.
In a nice way, but no, he did really well. So kudos to him on that one.
Yeah, and RC definitely played the strategy game correct tonight with those medium tires. But as you said, you pulled away from him on those hards at the end. What did you think when that virtual safety car came out with about 2 to 3 laps to go? Did you think you still had a chance to catch up? I mean, obviously you did, but what were you thinking?
I just wanted it to go away. Because I was catching Puppet Master at a really fast rate. And then when when the virtual safety car came out, he started to get away a little bit, but I don't know what he was doing with his delta or anything like that. I don't know if he was like 2 seconds above his delta, but managed to catch up to him under the VSC somehow, and ended up only literally about a second behind him. I think it was on the second to last lap.
Yeah, we noticed that under the VSC, you took about a second out of his lead, so he might not have been watching his delta or just way too careful. But you definitely made up a lot of time.
I mean, a delta penalty is very hurtful.
Yes.
It's 5 seconds, I think. So you would have lost.
Yep. I believe that's correct. So yeah, J. Cole, you might be promoted to first place. We'll see what happens with the stewards, but regardless, you're going to extend your lead, and RC making up some solid points. It looks like you might jump a couple people in the standings here. So you both had a great day, and both of you might end up on the top 2 stops of the podium after the stewards make their decision. But great race all around. And Bobby, do you have any final questions, comments?
That's pretty much it.
All right. So sadly, we couldn't get Puppet Master in the podium interviews here. We lost him from the lobby, and I don't have him on my friends list. But yeah, great race, guys, and congrats on the podiums.
Thank you,
Cheers, guys.
Yep. All right, so that is your Mexican Grand Prix, everyone in the EU tier here of Zenith Online Racing. I want to thank Bobby for joining me in the comms booth tonight, and Biga for the opportunity to lead the session. Hope you enjoyed it, and I think we have an off week next week, but we might have some fun races coming up here or there.
Definitely.
On this ZOR channel, so watch out for the broadcasts. I don't have a schedule at the moment, but...
so EU tier has Britain next week.
Oh, you guys are
T1
racing. Okay.
Yeah. T1 and T2 have a week off.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so EU will be racing next Sunday at the same time. And we will see what happens next week at Silverstone. Should be an exciting race, and we'll see if J. Cole can extend that lead on the point standings. So we'll see you next week, and again, thank you, Bobby. Do you have any last closing words?
It's been super fun. Glad to be here, and see you next week.
Yeah, looking forward to the next time we can do comms together. This is great. So we're going to sign off for tonight, and enjoy the rest of your week.